If you're thinking of selling your home, you usually have one big goal in mind: get the most amount of money for the sale of your home. That makes total sense. And so you're doing research to see all the different things that you can do that maybe are easy, maybe are just a confirmation of what you already thought was the answer, ways to maximize your profit, and so you can move on to your next adventure. And so this topic is: when is the best time to sell your home? Now, all my answers are really specific to Queens, New York, and New York overall, but this one much more than others. So let's dive in right now and find out the answer. When is the best time to sell your home? Hi, I'm Mark Karten. I'm the broker owner of Karten Real Estate Services in Queens, New York, and we're going to dive in to find out what is the best month to sell for two different ways. One, the best month to sell your home the fastest, and one, the best month to sell in for the most amount of money. So all of my information is taken from data provided by Realtor.com as of July 2022. So it's recent data, but again, data can be manipulated in a bunch of different ways. And in Queens specifically, we have different property types. So condos and co-ops and townhomes, and then single and multifamily homes. Now, whether a buyer is paying cash or getting a mortgage is also going to affect how long it takes from the day the home is listed until it actually closes and records, okay? So all of that as a baseline set aside, now let's dig in. So nationally, it takes 77 days for a home to sell. In New York, it takes on average 97 days to sell. Now, if you want to look at, from this data, the best month to list your home to sell in the fastest amount of time, that would be June. And it's taken statistically 50 days to sell. Listing in June, 50 days to sell. The worst month is January. That makes sense, where it takes on average 87 days to sell. Now, that really goes to inclement weather. That makes sense. Snow and rain and just scheduling and street access and all those good things. Now, to sell your home for more money, statistically, you would list in May. And the worst month is in August. So the listing in May, statistically, homes sold for 7.1% more, where August they actually sold for much less, okay? So this is a really a little bit of an eye-opening dive, because you don't have that much control. And if you say, I'm going to list in May, and that is going to get me the most amount of money, maybe, but is the home accessible? Is it clean? Is it decluttered? Is it depersonalized? Is it freshly painted? Have the repairs been made? You can go back and watch all my other videos talking about all the elements of selling a home. So this whole question of when is the best month, honestly, it really all is determined by all the other factors of selling your home. Now, for some people, their motivation isn't the most amount of money. Their motivation is to get to their next adventure. So they don't have the luxury of waiting. They do need to sell in the winter or the fall. Will the home not sell? Of course it will sell. And sometimes it looks even nicer in the fall, because if you picture a Currier and Ives Christmas card with snow falling and a fire in the fireplace and cookies baking in the oven, that is a wonderful thing to come home to and to see a home in that element. So don't make it that it's, summer only. It is making the best version of your home for the time when you're ready to sell it. But if you have time, if you're pre-planning, if you're looking ahead, then you probably do want to list your home in February, March. Why? Because you want to get a jump on everybody else who's going to be listing in the spring. Be ahead of the crowd, stand out, be a little bit early. So this is being filmed right now at the beginning of September. Happy Labor Day. And this is a great time to start thinking about selling in 2023 and taking your time to prepare everything to be the absolute best to get the most amount of money for your home. If you have any questions specifically about your home, I'm always here to answer them for you. And I wish you the best of luck in the sale of your home and moving on to your next adventure.